It's everything that you need to know as a spiritual woman leader about Tiger Woods. Excuse me. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Unicorn Secrets Show. I'm so happy to be here with you all. My name is Elizabeth Ocean, and I am your host. This show is designed to help spiritual women leaders, holistic teachers, wellness experts to really rise up in their businesses, to make a difference here on the planet, to help you rise and make the difference that you're here to make, to help you reach more people with your message so that you can continue to do the incredible work that you were put here to do. And today's episode, I am talking a little bit about Tiger Woods, and I'm going to explain here for a minute. I'm going to explain. So if you're watching, say hello in the comments. If you're watching the replay, say hello in the comments as well. Type the word replay. And if you are listening to this, just smile and know that you are here exactly where you need to be to grow your following and your business and do the good work you're put here to do. Okay, let's talk about golf for a minute here. So as many of you know, I'm not a super sports enthusiast. I grew up with like sports around me as we all did, but I wasn't an athlete and I wasn't that into sports. I was more into like nature and spirit and like all things like that, but not so much the sports. Hockey was on, let's admit it. Excuse me, but it wasn't for me. And I never paid attention to golf, ever. So much so that when I met Steve, who many of you know, he was really into golf. He actually played professional golf for a minute in his life, and he grew up on sports and all the things, and he would talk about golf, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And he would talk about this guy named Tiger Woods, who, this is so funny. This is a background story. He would talk about Tiger Woods and how good he was and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever. And I remember seeing this like giant billboard once with it was advertising golf. I guess maybe it was golf clubs or something. And it was this older, silver-haired white guy. And I thought, well, that's got to be Tiger Woods because it's like a big, big billboard. And this guy looks important, because I figured that all golfers were older white dudes. So I said to Steve, is that Tiger? Is that Tiger Woods up there? And he just laughed. He was like, no. And he showed me who Tiger Woods actually is, which is everything at the time was definitely, definitely not a white guy, but definitely not old at all by any means, and actually was pretty fit. So anyway, that's just the background story, that I never knew who he was before I met Steve, and then I got educated. But something that I found out recently, which I think is really cool, is that yes, Tiger Woods, one of the most famous and prolific golfers of all time. Why am I telling you this, my spiritual holistic women leaders? You need to know this. It's important. It's coming. It's coming. And I shared this earlier this week on Instagram, and I was like, I got to do even more of a video for you all. So, famous, prolific golfer, like an incredible career, started when he was young. But something that I found out really touched me is that a couple of times, maybe more than a couple, and forgive me if you're golf fans and I state things wrong here, forgive me. But at least a couple of times in his career, he's completely pulled back and taken apart his craft, his game, his swing, or whatever it is. He's pulled it apart, pulled back and pulled it apart, and didn't play for a while. And I think that that's so interesting. He didn't play because he was pulling it apart and starting from scratch in order to rebuild something that was going to be long-term or better, or take him to the next level. He had to completely stop and pull it apart. And I just think that that is so fascinating. Now, the reason it made me feel good personally is that over the past year, I feel like I've been in this process of pulling back a little and being like, what's going to work for the next level? What's actually going to be sustainable for the future? What's the direction that I want to take my business in now? And how are we going to grow to the next phase and to the next level? And what's been happening is that I pulled some things inwards, and I could have made up the story that there was something wrong with that. But I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years now, so I know that there are ups and downs and waves we ride beyond what's happening in the world right now, beyond what's happened over the last couple of years. I just know that there are shifts, there are changes, and there are movements that we will all make. How many of you know that that's true? Put a yes in the comments down below right now if you have felt that or seen that in your own life and in your own business, that there are waves that you ride, and then sometimes there are crashes. There are ups and downs. There are movements forward, and then there are times you pull back. If you know that that's true, put it in the comments and just write the word true in the comments right now. So I've been feeling that over this past year, pulling in, knowing that I'm actually churning and creating something new for my business and something better that you've never seen before. But anyway, when I heard this about Tiger, who pulled his swing apart, who then the whole world was like, oh, he's done. His career is over. He's finished. He pulled it back. I think it was like a year or two that it took him, which was really interesting. And then when he came back, he went on an absolute forward moving, Steve calls it a tear. I think that's such a cute masculine word. He went on a tear, which means he won everything and has never been touched since. He's won more big things than any other golfer. He's won, and the other day I was like, well, how many, Steve? How much is more? Has he won 2 more, 4 more, whatever it is? So he compared it to the next golfer who's in the ranks, and Tiger has won twice as many tournaments than any other golfer in history or currently. Anyway, he not just by a little is he ahead of everybody, but he's ahead of everybody by miles, by continents, so far ahead that it's untouchable. And he's that way because he took the time to pull back and just do his work and to train and to start over. Steve calls it redeveloping or redoing his swing, which is apparently one of the most important things in golf you can do. Give me a LOL in the comments if you think I'm hilarious trying to give you a sports analogy, but not knowing that much about sports. So pulled it apart, redid, and then went on to win and win. And I think that this is important for us in our businesses. How many of you have ever noticed that sometimes you pull back, and that's okay? That's a natural cycle and a natural process. But how many of you have noticed that you also beat yourself up for doing this? I've definitely done this over the years. Anytime that I know that either I personally need a break, or we need to reorganize in the business, or to get solid foundations and stability set up in the business, it just requires pulling the resources inwards so that we can move forwards. Somebody write that down. Pull your resources inwards so that you can move forward. So if you've been in a cycle that's like this, whether it's right now, whether it's in the past, or whether you can feel one coming, what was true for you before, what worked before in your life and in your business for your clients might not be working anymore. And there's such a humility and a grace when you can actually pull it inwards and take the time to figure out what's next. This is exactly what I've been doing. So I am right here alongside you, exactly where I've been. So taking the time to figure out what's next, as long as it takes in its timing, divine timing, not your timing, but the timing that is right to let something actually true come through from you and for you. Are you feeling it? Type a yes in the comments if you are. So if you've been feeling this need and this desire to pull back and go internal, perfect. Some of you might be listening to this during the winter time. So if you are, winter is a perfect time to pull your resources in, to churn, to meditate, and to go internal and feel what needs to arise next from you. And then from that place of deeply resourced, from that place of knowing that you are working on yourself and your craft and your business, you can actually move forward with a stability and a foundation which will serve you for years to come, which you might feel like, oh, I'm not moving forward as much as others for a minute, and others might be passing you. But then after, when you come out and you're sustainable and you have a foundation and you've built a business that's your way for you, a business that is sustainable and whole, a business and a life that actually works, you'll be able to do that for years to come, and you'll be able to feel like you're breathing deeply the whole time. That's what I'm trusting in. That's what I'm resting in. I love my business. I love being an entrepreneur. Like I said, I've been an entrepreneur for so long, I don't even remember what else there is to do or if there are any other options. And what I know is that I return and I return and I return and I recommit and I pull myself in and I find out what's true for me and I step forward. So my question to you all is, how can you do this for your business? How can you do this for your life? Not just for your business, but for your life, for your clients and for your family, for you. How can you pull yourself in and go into what might feel like a cycle of rest or a cycle of deep internal processing or a cycle of just being with yourself? So important to do. I know this from personal experience. I'm in it right now, everybody. So, what's yours to do right now? What is churning in you? What needs to perhaps be reinvented? And if it needs to be reinvented and restructured, sometimes a pause is required. Sometimes just a pulling inwards is required. And then you can step forward with so much brilliance and so much grace and so much more wisdom. The planet needs wisdom businesses. You need to put your business forward in the way that's right for you. You need to launch in the way that's right for you. You need to build your following in the way that's right for you. You need to do your passion projects in a way that is right and brilliant, and it's just for you. That's the beauty. So, what's yours to do? Post it in the comments if you are watching this on Facebook or YouTube. And I'm so excited to be able to guide you all on your spiritual business journey. Keep doing what you're doing, everyone, because when you do, you truly do make the world a better place. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.